Love never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I found. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scott, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Keyshia Cole and Ashant. They will be doing a Verzuz on December the 12th, next Saturday. So let's get on into the mess. I know y'all was laughing y'all ass off at me and my horrible rendition of Keyshia Cole's Love, but I'm here to address a couple of things. I looked on Google and I saw that they had a couple of songs here from both Keyshia Cole and Ashant, probably some songs that they will play during the battle. Now I'm going to tell you, like I've been saying, if you follow me on Facebook, I totally believe that between Keyshia Cole and Ashant, I honestly feel like Keyshia Cole will win, and I'm going to tell you why before we get into the list of songs. Now let's get into it. Now, although Ashant has the best catalog of worldwide hits, she does have the #1 record. She really does. That's what she has over Keyshia Cole. But Keyshia Cole has timeless ass songs. A lot of her songs are better than Ashant's. Regardless of whether Ashant's songs went #1 or not, Keyshia Cole does have the best catalog. She has the best albums, the best catalog. Ashant has not had a good album since album #2. The only album that she had that was good after Chapter 2 was The Declaration. Anything after that, anything before that or after that, like Concrete Rose, wasn't good at all. And that whole album that she did, what was it called? Braveheart, that wasn't good either. Keyshia Cole has countless amounts of great albums. The only ones that wasn't good is probably Point of No Return. And what is the last one that she did? That I think 1111 Reset, that one wasn't good either. And Calling All Hearts, that was probably, I'm very indifferent to the album. It wasn't as bad as people make it out to be, but it wasn't as great as the first three. But all in all, Keyshia Cole has the better catalog, okay? So that's why I feel like Keyshia Cole wins this battle, because let's just keep it real. I don't really revisit Ashant's music as much. But Keyshia Cole, baby, I can listen to that anytime and get my life. I gotta be in the mood to listen to Ashant, and it's just real talk. So let's get into the list of songs that was on this list that, you know, has them going back and forth, and I'm gonna tell you which song will win. So here we go. Okay, so you got Foolish and I Shoulda Cheated. Foolish and I Shoulda Cheated. Foolish was a #1 record on both R&B and pop. I Shoulda Cheated was a top 40 record on pop and a top 10 record on R&B, and it also was her breakthrough song. So between Foolish and I Shoulda Cheated, I will personally choose Foolish. That was hard, but I would choose Foolish because that was Ashant's breakout song. Anytime you hear that song, the crowd goes wow, but the crowd also goes wow with I Shoulda Cheated. You know what? I'm gonna give it a tie. I can't lie. I can't just give it to Ashant. I'm gonna give it a tie because both of these songs are timeless fucking R&B records, okay? Like, straight up. The hood bitches love Foolish and the hood bitches love I Shoulda Cheated. Although Foolish was a bigger record than I Shoulda Cheated, I still feel like it's a tie. Point blank. You got Baby and you got Love. You got Baby and you got Love. When it comes down to it, I love Baby, but I think that Love will win because it doesn't matter how annoying the song is to us now. Y'all gotta understand, back in the day, Love was the fucking shit. When I went to my first prom. It was my junior prom. It was 2006. That song was everything. It was all over the radio. Bitches that I knew personally was singing to their talent shows. That song was every goddamn thing. Now, Baby, that's not to take anything from Baby, because most people that know me personally knows that Baby is one of my top 5 Ashant songs. My top 5 favorite Ashant songs. But when it comes down to Baby and Love, I would definitely give it to Love over Baby. Rain on Me and I Remember. You got to give it to I Remember. I'm sorry, but you do. Rain on Me, a timeless classic Ashanti song about domestic abuse. One of her best songs lyrically and vocally. One of her best. But I Remember just got that to it, like that. Like you feel what she talking about on I Remember. Like you feel that shit. Like that song don't never get old. Point blank, period. It doesn't get old at all. I Remember it's just that good. It's just that grit, like everything. So all in all, Keyshia Cole got that one straight up. The Way That I Love You, Trust and Believe. The Way That I Love You was a bigger record than Trust and Believe. The Way That I Love You was top 10 on the R&B chart, and it was top 40 on the pop chart. Trust and Believe failed to chart on the Hot 100, but I think it was a top 10 on the R&B chart. When it comes down to these two songs, me personally, I would choose Trust and Believe. It's so hard, but I have to choose Trust and Believe. Now, The Way That I Love You show Ashanti in a different manner. She was on her game vocally, straight up. Can't nobody take that from her. She was singing her ass off on The Way That I Love You, but Trust and Believe just hits different for me. Like, I was feeling that song. So Trust and Believe over The Way That I Love You. I'm sorry. Rock With You, Play Your Cards Right. Between those two records, I would definitely go with Rock With You, Ah Baby, because let's just keep it 100. It's annoying as the older people was by this. Ashanti had us saying this all 2003. Oh baby, ooh baby, oh baby, ooh baby. Shut the hell up, baby. But let's just be real, we didn't want her to shut the hell up. That was our song. And not to mention, she came out with a remix to that shit, you know, sampling Rock With You by Michael Jackson. Like, come on. So you got to give it to Rock With You. Now, Play Your Cards Right with Tupac, I definitely love that song. But a lot of Keyshia Cole fans did not see it for Play Your Cards Right. And not only that, Play Your Cards Right just didn't have that effect when it was out. Like, you know, people was like, yeah, it's cool, but since it's Keyshia, I buy into it. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So when it comes down to Play Your Cards Right and Rock With You, you definitely got to go with Rock With You. Happy Heaven Sent. Definitely got to go with Heaven Sent. I'm sorry, but it's just, I'm telling y'all, Keyshia Cole got this in the bag. Now, here's the thing. Happy is a bigger record. It was a mainstream record. It was a pop record. It was top 10 on both pop and R&B. You know what I'm saying? Now, Heaven Sent was a Grammy Award nominated record that was top 30 actually on a Hot 100, and it was #1 for like 10 weeks on the R&B chart. So Heaven Sent was big where it needed to be big at, but when you think about it, Heaven Sent is way more timeless to me than Happy. Heaven Sent is just, it just hits me in a different way. Like, I can sit here and listen to Heaven Sent right now and feel the same vibes that I used to. Now, when I listen to Happy, it's nostalgic, but it doesn't hit me the same way that it did when I was 13 years old. It's like, I'm grown now, so Happy really don't mean a damn thing to me. It was just my shit back in the 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, that's all it does. But when it comes down to Happy and Heaven Sent, I got to give it up to Heaven Sent. I'm sorry. Only You, Let It Go. Now, what y'all think I'm gonna go with? It ain't where it's at, it's where you wanna be. Hey. I'm sorry, but you gotta go with Let It Go. I'm sorry. You got to go with Let It Go. Now, let me just say something. Only You. Now, that's a banger too, okay? Like, she really was in her bag on that one. It was a brand new sound for her. It's like a hip-hop, rock type thing. I've always enjoyed Only You. That's probably one of Ashanti's best records ever. Like, as an artist, it's probably one of her best records ever. But when you really think about it, Let It Go, like, baby, please. Like, if you play Only You and Let It Go at a club, I swear to God, Let It Go will get the crowd moving before Only You. I'm just saying. That's just what it is. So, Let It Go for the win. Unfoolish with Biggie, I changed my mind. Y'all know what the fuck I'm finna say. I changed my mind. I don't love you. How can I tell me y'all wouldn't choose I Changed My Mind over the Foolish remix? Come on now. Come on now. Come on. You can't tell me you would choose that. Unfoolish is basically the same record, same beat, but different lyrics, and all they did was add Biggie's verse from Fucking You Tonight to the record. So it's just like, okay, whatever. So, baby, I Changed My Mind is just that crack, period. It's just that crack. Like, It's just that crack. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I Changed My Mind was that jam, okay? Like, straight up. That's how I knew I fell in love with Keyshia from the moment I heard I Changed My Mind. And ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing else different about that. Keyshia Cole kills Shanti when it come down to I Changed My Mind. That was one of her best records. Of course, it wasn't as big as we probably thought it was, because especially down south. Because down south, we played the shit out of I Changed My Mind, okay? Played the fuck out of it. So when I realized what chart position it was actually in, I'm like, it wasn't no big hit. Like, they played that shit all the time down here. You would have thought that shit was number one on the Hot 100 the way they played this shit. Like, they played it every hour on the hour. And it was always number one in the top 5 countdowns all the time. So, straight up, I Changed My Mind. I don't give a fuck. I Changed My Mind. Mesmerized with Ja Rule. Last Night with Diddy. Now, what y'all think I'm gonna go with? You're everything I wanted to be. If you could only see, your heart belongs to me. I love you so much. I'm yearning for your time. Listen, I love Mesmerized. I do. I love Mesmerized. That's probably one of my favorite Ja Rule records and one of my favorite Ashanti collabos. But Last Night is just it. Like, you can play Last Night at the club and they still go off for this shit. Like, especially Keyshia Cole part. Don't nobody give a fuck about Diddy part like that. It's all about Keyshia. Y'all already know that, okay? So, let's just be honest. Mesmerized would not hold up against Last Night, period. What's Love with Fat Joe? When You Gonna Give It Up to Me with Sean Paul? Tie. I give it a tie. I'll give it a tie, for real, for real. I give it a tie. I think that the people go in for When You Gonna Give It Up to Me on the pop side, but the black bitches, they love some fucking What's Love. Like, straight up. I give that one a tie, for real, for real. Like, that one was too hard for me. Like, it was. Like, Mesmerized and Last Night, that's just a no-brainer. But What's Love and When You Gonna Give It Up to Me is not a no-brainer for me. Like, it could go either way for that one. So, I'm gonna give Ashanti and Keyshia a tie on that one. Straight up. Southside with Lloyd. Trust with Monica. Tie! Now, that's a tie. That is a tie. Because it could go either way. Trust, hot. Southside, fucking hot. Okay? It could go either way. Because Trust is probably one of my favorite Keyshia Cole songs. Straight up. And Southside is my favorite Lloyd song. And Ashanti collaboration. So, it could go either way for me with that one. Movies, You Complete Me. You Complete Me. Like, straight up. You complete me shits on movies. I'm sorry, but Movies was a great song as well. Okay, it just take me back to middle school, like when I was in the 8th grade. Like, that was one of my favorite records off Ashanti's debut album. Movies, it definitely was. I know a lot of people that I know personally from back then, they used to all love Movies. Everybody that I knew that had that album loved them some Movies, like straight up. But I would have to go with You Complete Me, because You Complete Me is another record by Keyshia Cole that I feel is timeless. But at the same time, I do feel like it's one of her most slept on records. Like, people really don't be, you know, acknowledging that one that much as they should. But definitely You Complete Me over Movies. Definitely. Always on Time. I've changed with Jaheim. Definitely Always on Time. Always on Time. I love both records. I really do hate that Jaheim and Keyshia Cole did not do a video for I've Changed. But definitely Ja Rule and Ashanti, Always on Time. That's definitely a no-brainer. One of the biggest records in 2002. One of my favorite Ja Rule records. And that was like the very first time that most people were introduced to Ashanti. Because see, when I first got introduced to Ashanti, it was when she was on that damn Big Pun record, How We Roll. Like, straight up. That was my first time ever hearing Ashanti's voice. And when I first heard that record, I wanted to hear more from Ashanti. And when we heard Ashanti again, she was on Always on Time. So definitely, that's a no-brainer. Always on Time. Straight up. You'll be crazy if you choose anything else over Always on Time. Down for You, Girlfriend, Boyfriend. I don't even know what Girlfriend, Boyfriend is, so Down for You wins by default. But even if I knew what it was, whatever Keyshia Cole's duet would have been against Down for You, she would have lost that one. Straight up. Down for You was just every fucking thing. Them on that fucking boat. Like, love that fucking song. I'm getting, like, this battle just might be as big as Brandy and Monica. It just might be, because in their primes, Keyshia Cole and Ashanti was those bitches, okay? They were. Straight up, they were. They may not have been you know, like Brandy and Monica was, but they were those bitches back then. They were. So it is what it is. So I'm definitely gonna go with Down For You, straight up. Don't Let Them, I Just Want It To Be Over. Y'all know what I'm finna go with. I just want it to be over. I just want it to be over, yeah. Bitch. Good, good, Take Me Away. Take me away. I love my baby. I love my baby. Now let's keep it real now. Both of these songs were flops. Let's just keep it 100. They were both flop ass records. But Take Me Away was the better song. It was. Still On It, You Changed. Still On It, You Changed. Now y'all know. You change, you change. You got dough and change. You Change is just timeless. The song that should have been a single that never got to be a single. Like, I would love for her to film a video for this shit, even though it's been 15 years since the album been out. Give me a video for this shit, bruh. I want a video. We all want a video for You Change. You cheated us out of that bitch. No. Body On Me, Shoulda Let You Go. Y'all know what I'm going with. Cause we both know you're wrong. There's nothing you can do to ever undo what you done to me. I loved you. Come on now. Shoulda Let You Go. Y'all know that was the shit. I feel like Shoulda Let You Go was a better song than Let It Go, to be honest. Especially when Amina came in. But now I'm grown cause I'd rather be alone. We both grown. Lower your tone. Know where the phone, alright? Wanted, Needed, Game's Pain. I'm definitely gonna go with Game's Pain with The Game and Keyshia Cole. Now I did love Plies and Ashanti's Wanted, Needed. I did, but Game's Pain just went in. Everything about the record, the concept, everything about it was phenomenal. They were paying homage to all of their faves on that record. One of my favorite Game songs ever. So shout out to Keyshia and The Game for that. Sorry. Never Should Have Enough of No Love. Now y'all know. Cause I ain't gotta stay here. Cause there's no love. Y'all know Enough of No Love shit's on Never Should Have. That SoundCloud sounding ass song. I Got It, I Ain't Through. Both songs were trash. But if I had to give it to anybody, it would be Ashanti with I Got It. Both songs are trash. It was like the lesser of two evils, child. Say Less, You, bitch. You just play me for the last time. I'm done fucking with you. Straight up. Nasty on Me. Definitely gonna go with Nasty for Ashanti. Definitely. Definitely. Straight up. Hands down. Because I don't even like that other song with Keyshia and Kalani. I don't like it. However, this is how I feel about the Keyshia Cole and Ashanti versus battle. How do you feel about it? Let's talk about it below. I'm honestly excited about this. I cannot wait. I wasn't excited about it at first because I didn't think that Keyshia Cole and Ashanti would gel. I didn't think that this was a good opponent for Keyshia Cole. But at the same point in time, it may be fun. I do love both ladies. I have loved all of their music pretty much. But I do think that Keyshia Cole wins this battle. I do think she has way more talent, timeless records than anything. And I think that's really what it's about. I mean, we could talk about album sales all day and charts, but a song, listen, it's more to it than about charts and sales. It's more to it than that. So with that being said, you guys, I'm out here. With that being said, please like, rate, comment, subscribe. You know, follow me on all social media to be at the bottom. And if you can, if you will, donate to my podcast fundraiser. Jamar just set up a GoFundMe for it, for our upcoming podcast that's coming out next year. Whatever you can donate, please do it. And I'm out here, y'all. Till next time, peace out.